Oh, shit.
Your headphones fell off. Okay, welcome to another episode of This Is Your Rule. Blah, 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 blah.
Start it over.
No, it's okay. This is an okay intro. We can always just cut. I'm learning to cut everything out of everything we make. So I can just be completely merciless with whatever we choose to not include.
Just cut it all. Insert AI. And perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, we had to cut the entire episode and everything we said in the episode. So here's AI slop for 30 minutes.
Grok, go.
Hello, I am Grok.
If it doesn't get to, Mecha Stalin levels this time, we did it wrong.
Mecha Hitler is a phrase from it's like a party card game called, I'm trying to remember what
Cards
it's
Against
called.
Humanity?
Yes, Cards Against Humanity. That's what Mecha Hitler is from.
Well, now it's from something far more deeply disturbing.
Yes, it is, but I can't help but feel as though that may be where Grok got it from. Like, because I had a card against humanity where I had to go, this is how the world ends, not with a bang, but with Mecha Hitler. And I found that funny at the time, but now that Mecha Hitler could potentially be a thing, all you got to do is upload that AI to some kind of combat robot, and you could ostensibly call it Mecha Hitler.
Yeah.
Or you
could
into
put it put it into Asimo or whatever and have it fall down the stairs.
Yes. Watch as Hitler stumbles over himself. And have you noticed how Asimo, I'm not the first one to make this observation, but when Asimo walks, it looks like it's shat its pants. Have you noticed that?
It doesn't even have pants. I don't know. I didn't notice that specifically due to the pantslessness.
But it does this weird sort of squat thing where it's like it's trying not to move around. It looks like it's trying to prevent the load it dumped in its pants from moving around too much. So
we've got to the point in this show already where we talk about shit out the ass.
Very early this time, yeah.
Get it out of the way.
But
if you need to know what the show's about, just watch the first 4 minutes.
Yeah. Have you ever pooped your pants? Then this show's for you. This is Unusable, the show in which, for no particular reason, we just sort of end up talking about pants shitting. It is funny. I've never shit my pants, at least not since I've become an adult. Have you?
Not like a full-on, dropping a deuce, but, it pokes out a little bit, creates a little... I don't want to talk about this.
Why not? It's funny. It's
trash.
Funny.
This is not funny.
It is funny. Shitting your pants is always funny.
Yeah.
Especially when it happens to somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, cancel. I hit escape.
Okay, fine. If you don't want to talk about the time that you streaked your pants, that's fine. I will.
I don't remember. There's no specifics. It's just like one of those things that happens in life.
It's because it's happened so often that you can't remember any specific time it's happened?
Yeah, every day.
Every day. What time every day?
I don't know. Every day I'm hustling.
Okay. Okay, fine. We won't talk about it. I know it's a touchy subject, filling your pants up.
Don't touch it.
Yes. But so the thing I wanted to talk about today, we're going to try to go for one subject in this show, is I wanted to talk about cleaning up, tidying up your place, keeping things clean in general, and how much I absolutely detest all of it. I hate it. And I hate it because if something is not clean, I feel bad it's not clean, but I don't care enough to actually clean it. So I'm in a state of being disappointed with myself, but not caring enough to actually do anything about that disappointment. And nobody's ever come into this apartment in like 9 years, aside from a single friend of mine who helped me clean it up.
I've been there in the last 9 years.
That's true. I'm exaggerating a little bit. You and him and maybe one other person. Hang on, I gotta blow my nose. Why is my nose running all so early into the episode already? God damn it. Sorry.
This nose blow ad break is brought to you by Tide Clean Pods. Put them in your mouth. Clean out your body.
We do appreciate Clean Pods for sponsoring this episode. Clean Pods, you put them in your mouth. The bleach does all the work, dissolves all your intestines. And
Well,
you're
it's
ready.
now actually bleach free. They fill it with hydrofluoric acid.
Got it. So it's a little...
Make sure to use the specific, specially new and improved Tide tongs to pull out those pods.
New and improved human formula for particularly effective organ dissolution.
They say they're working on the pet formula soon.
You'll be able to take out your entire family all at once someday.
Kool-Aid, who needs that? You got Tide.
So my life is just this eternal push and pull of clean it, don't bother, clean it, don't bother, there's no point. Because if I clean something, I feel like I am just creating a space to become messy again. And I know that's sort of like what everyday life is. You're in a constant state of upkeep. But it's like, it's just a different mess. If I clean up this time, there's just a different mess that's going to come in. Like my mess right now in my apartment is sort of very couch oriented. You can't really sit on the couch because the mess is there.
Up here they call it cooch.
My mess is very cooch oriented up in the Pacific Northwest. It's a very cooch oriented mess. Down here it's couch. It's pretty normal that there are variations in terminology from region to region. For example, like I have cousins who live on the east coast of Canada and they say about or couch, whereas people on the west coast of Canada will say a boat or coach, just like
How do
you
they
and
say
me.
coach?
Coach. I don't know.
Call them up.
They
Get
say
our first callers. But we're
well, no.
calling them.
All the people I know live on the east coast, but I know a few people who live on the west coast. I don't have their number though. So they say, "What's it all about?" And on the east coast, they say, "What's it all about?" And both are incorrect, but I accept their speech
Do you have
impediments
any
anyway.
middle coasters?
Middle coasters. I don't know of anybody who lives on the middle coast of Canada.
Shame.
Yeah, I think that's
Great
actually
coasts there.
what?
Mainly coasters, mainly roller coasters in the middle coast.
Yeah, no true coasts. I'm sure if you go far enough north into like Nunavut or the Northern Territories or whatever it's called, you will technically find a coast that'll be broken up by a bunch of tiny islands in a frigid no man's land wasteland of trees and ephemeral beauty. And
Ooh.
but that's not really what we're talking about.
Sounds like I could be that man. That becomes the one man land.
It goes from a no man's land to a one man's land. And you know what they say? One man's land is another man's no man's land. And no,
It's certainly has been said across generations of
across generations of no men have said that one man's land is no man's land. No
That's
man.
what Odysseus said.
He said that?
Yeah, he's like, I am no man, and no man's land is no man's land unless one man is in the one man's land, but then it's no man's one man's land.
He looked the cyclops directly in the eye. Eye, no, just it's a cyclops. It has one eye.
They got two eyes. The thing is, they're very close together. They can discern where one eye ended and the other one began, but it was two eyes.
Right. You needed your glasses to see the difference
Yeah.
between his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So he looked him in his two eyes and said, "I am no man." And then based on that, he lived, even though the Cyclops was like, "Well, I'm who am I talking to then?" Like, so I don't know where I was going with that, but whatever. I just feel like a creep when I have an apartment this messy. I
You
guess
don't even have to finish that sentence.
Yeah, exactly. I realized you were just nodding anyway. I just feel like a creep, and you were like, "Yeah, that sounds about right." Didn't need to qualify it. Just a creep regardless. I do feel like a creep. When I go on walks, like women cross the street all the time. I almost feel like I'm one of those ice-breaking ships that goes up into the North Pole and just pushes ice out of the way because the sea of women in front of me just just spreads out like the Red Sea when Moses told it to part. It's
I got
crazy.
I gotta say, Ben, if you were an icebreaker, you'd probably attract the women. That's usually how icebreakers work for conversations, you know?
This is a different kind of icebreaker. The kind
You're more of a Moses.
I mean, I just use both those terms to be like they are similar things. And then you just use them to say actually they're the opposite things.
Yep.
So, no, but at this point, I kind of have to just lean into it and be like, yeah, that's right, you run away. I don't say that out loud, but I'm like, yeah, that's right, you cross the street.
You should start saying that out loud. I'd say that's leaning in.
That is certainly leaning into the monster persona for sure. That I am slowly developing as I watch more and more women go, okay.
That's right. You run away from me.
Yes.
Across the street, there's not even a crosswalk.
But really, I do feel like if someone were to see my apartment, if there were to be a woman at my place, she'd probably think, oh, he's all right, and then see my place and be like, I don't know who this man is, and I don't know what he's capable of. It's like this man doesn't have anything together at all. He doesn't know where anything is. Whereas for me, my ethos is, look, if it's not in my way, then I don't need to move it.
For cleaning, I generally like to keep everywhere but the places I exist clean. Anywhere that anyone else is going to be, unless I think I know they're going to be there, clean. My room, disaster. It's like I just did laundry. What am I supposed to just put it away in this drawer again?
Right.
Hanging up stuff. Oh, you got to take the hanger off. With me, I put three things on a hanger, so it's like I got to find the hanger with the correct assortment of garments, and then put it in the order that I want to be in, and then put it back in the closet. And then the hanger breaks. I'm like, what is life even? It's just like I'm giving my, just closet abortions all the time.
You give me your closet abortions all the time?
I said that.
Doesn't matter. It's a closet abortion. You're a closeted abortionist. You're a deeply closeted abortionist.
One of the best Norm Macdonald jokes.
The Norm Macdonald joke, I'm a deeply closeted gay man, that one?
Yeah, on Larry King.
Oh, so you're gay? No, I'm not. I'm deeply closeted. Norm was a funny guy. R.I.P. And he left the mantle of comedy to you and me, I like to think, and this podcast. So,
and then we lost it.
Oh yeah, I think I threw it out by accident,
Yeah, like that guy with his Bitcoin hard drive.
I saw that somebody recently cashed out all their Bitcoin for $1 billion. Did you see that?
I didn't see that because that would make me very sad.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Well, I mean, I think the person bought it for like $7,800, however many years ago, and now it's $1 billion.
Foresight. Some people have it, other people never get money.
Hang on, I gotta blow my nose again.
This second nose blow ad break 2 in one episode is brought to you by the letter Q. It's never quite what you quink it is.
I wonder if it's because I don't speak from my diaphragm. Like maybe because I don't speak from my diaphragm enough and I speak too much from my nose, it sort of starts to get stuffed after a while. Like I talk like this too much. You know how I talk like this all the time when we're doing this? Maybe I'll trip over my words less if I speak more assertively. All right, so that sounds like I'm trying way too hard. So, yes, this is how I talk now.
You just gotta throw it down into your chest. It's not that hard.
I don't know how to talk from my chest. I don't know how to do that. It's all up here. Even when I try to speak from my chest, it doesn't. I don't feel it coming from down here. I was not exposed to enough testosterone in the womb.
I mean, I have a baby Adam's apple, so, I don't know. Maybe testosterone just doesn't get around as much as it should. We need more alpha males.
That's what this
Enough of these
podcast...
beta cucks.
Exactly. That's what this podcast should be called. It should be called Two Beta Cucks. We do need more alpha males. We
Tube
need...
ate a cuck. Tube ate a cucks.
TUBE space ATE. Tube 8 cocks. Not cucks. Cocks.
No, what?
We are two beta cocks. We're not beta cucks. We're just cocks. I like how you're like, no, it's not that. It's not that thing that I made up. It's this thing that I made up instead.
Two beta cucks. No, wait, two beta bit. Fuck.
Two beta bit cucks. Bit cucks. Bit cucks. That could work. Bit cucks. Two bit cucks.
Bit crypto cucks.
No, just crypto cucks.
Yeah. There we go.
Just crypto
Rebrand.
cucks.
We need a rebrand after
That's perfect.
3 episodes.
Crypto cucks. That is a title. That is like the ultimate.
Look, the only way to mine Ethereum is to just use your body's natural, reservoir for energy. So, you just stick those cables right up into your a-hole, and then you just, Ethereum out the wazoo.
Why is it called Ethereum? Is that like some sort of mythical...
Why is anything called it? Why are you called Ben? Ugh.
What do you mean, ugh? Why are you called Ben? Ugh. What do you mean, ugh? What's that supposed to mean? Why are you called Tyler?
You could have gone with Jam. You ever thought about that? No Benjamin's going by Jam. You could have been the first. Just call me Jam. Oh, Jam, that's a cool name. What's that short for? Benjamin.
Some people have said, have you ever been called Benjamin? And I'm like, no, nobody's ever called me that because that would be stupid.
Yeah, it's more of a Ben Preservesman. Ben Marmaladin. Osama bin Marmalade.